What is going on, everyone? Avocado here, and today I'm bringing you a nice informational video on how to start / grow your gaming YouTube channel. Now, this is the second time of me recording this, and the last recording was an hour and 30 minutes long, so I'm going to try to speed this up and get straight to the point. I'm going to have 2 other videos, by the way, guys, that is going to be straight just what equipment you need, and straight up just the networks that, the network requirements, what networks to join, and all this stuff, all the stats. So, if you want to check those videos out, make sure you stay tuned in for more, and I'll upload that next Friday and the Friday after that. So, just a quick thing about me. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years plus now, on 2 years on this channel, 1 on my old, and I've gone through a lot of experience, and I've watched a lot of these tip videos that give off basically the same information I'm giving, but this one's just going to be a little longer and give you a little more information. So feel free to go watch other videos. Don't just watch this one. Go watch other people's videos, because different people have little tips and tricks and different perspectives, and that's honestly what helped me make this video. Also experience, of course, but over the years I've just watched so many tip videos and gotten advice from different YouTubers that helped me become the YouTuber I am today and give me my own opinion on this. So make sure you guys, that's the first tip, I guess. Go watch research about this stuff, and thank you for watching this video, and hopefully you learned something from it. So first up, before you even make your YouTube channel, make sure you have the time and money to do so. Alright, YouTube it's an expensive hobby, so going into it, you don't really need to buy the most expensive equipment and stuff, and that's usually what everyone says. You can find a nice cheap mic, you can get a Logitech headset, you can even use some gaming headsets and edit it out with Audacity, which is what I'm using right now. But you don't need the most expensive $200 mic. You can get something easily for under $100, like a Blue Snowball or something. But you want to have good quality. Make sure you have the money for it, because it is going to be a little expensive. And trust me, you are going to put more money than you're going to get out of it. Most of the time, all these people spend like $1,000, and they shouldn't be, and then they quit YouTube in like 2 months because they're not growing or whatever their excuse is. Also, manage your time. If you're in school and you have a lot of work, then maybe YouTube isn't for you. I mean, there are some people, I do track and I have schoolwork and stuff to do too, but I manage my time. I always make my video, and then I do my homework, and then I'll edit it later, whatever the case is. I always find a way to, edit and upload my videos. So you just need to find a way, work around your schedule, and if you're playing a sport or whatever and you really can't do it, then honestly don't. Either do it fully or don't do it at all, right? Don't upload inactively. Don't be inactive, alright? That's another thing that I'm going to go into right now is have the right mindset, make sure you're entertaining, be positive in your videos. People don't want to watch someone that's just yeah, so I think we're gonna hit 50 subs in probably 4 months. No, okay, be confident. Be like, yeah, we're gonna hit 50 subs at the end of the month. I think so because I'm uploading this, 5 videos a week or 3 videos a week or whatever it is. And then, that brings me to another point again. Don't spam your videos, alright? You want to upload maybe even once a day, but for me, once a day is too much. But you want to upload maybe 2 to 3, 4 times a week. I upload 3 times a week, and I do want to start uploading more as my channel grows on, progresses. That's just my opinion. But if you want to upload a video every day, that's fine. But I wouldn't recommend uploading more than a video a day, just because you don't want to spam the few viewers that you do have, and then they get annoyed and unsubscribe, and that's what happens most of the time. You just don't want to spam your content. That's something people will tell you all the time. So don't spam your content, be entertaining, have the right mindset, guys. Make sure you want to do this before you start. And what I like to say is, think of yourself as a bigger YouTuber, alright? Think of yourself as like PewDiePie, or if you don't, whatever YouTuber you like, alright? But don't copy them. I'm telling you, think that you have, I don't know, 50,000 subs or whatever subs you want, right? Whatever subs you think is just impossible to get. Think you have that. Pretend you're talking to an audience. I may think that I'm talking to I don't know, maybe 1,000 people. Maybe this video will get 1,000 views. That's probably what I'm aiming for. If it gets more, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't expect it to get more, but if it does, then that's cool. And I'm expecting it. I'm talking to you guys if the whole YouTube community is gonna see it. So that just helps you get a positive mindset. And commentating at first, yes, I know it's going to be hard when you're starting a gaming channel. It's gonna get discouraging at times, and that's just the part of the obstacles of YouTube. I mean, you're gonna get discouraged, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm not doing good, oh, blah, 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 I'm not getting any subs, but that's just that's the beginning. I mean, that's the hard part. That's why everyone fails, and I'm not trying to be a dick, I'm just saying that's pretty much why everyone fails. It's because they just get discouraged, and then after a month or two, and they know they're not growing, they're like, oh man, I'm only at 100 subs or 50 subs, I'm gonna stop, this is pointless. But you gotta work at it. If you really want it, then go for it. That's just something, that's not even something with YouTube, guys, that's something in life. So, you know, just make sure you have the right mindset, make sure you know what you're doing, know what you're getting into, you know it's gonna cost money, you know it's gonna take time, you know you have to be patient. If you're not a patient person, guys, I've been doing this for 3 years. I have 3K subs. Alright, now my channel is just starting to pick up after the 2nd year. And some people grow even faster. I know channels that are growing faster than me, and I'm like, oh, you know, that kind of sucks that I'm not growing as fast, but I'm happy with what I'm growing at. I'm growing at a decent pace. I love what I'm growing at, and if I could keep growing like this and hopefully advance in the future, I'm looking to, you know, make goals for myself. So that's another tip right there. Make goals for yourself when you're starting out. You know, my goal for this summer, or like for the beginning of the summer, around May, June, I want to hit 5K, and then by the end of the summer, I don't really know, like maybe 10K. 10K is my goal by the end of the year, but at the rate I'm going at now, honestly, it's just crazy. So, but you know, I'm not gonna talk about myself. Make yourself a goal when you're starting out. You know, 1 sub, 5 sub, 50 sub, 100, whatever it is, but make it a realistic goal. Make it a goal that you believe that you can get, and this is basically going to give you some incentive. And once you do hit it, then you're going to be like, oh, you know, I hit 10 subs, I feel good, let's go for 25 or 50 or whatever it is, you know, whatever amount you think. But I mean, don't put a crazy goal like 1,000 or 10,000. And 1,000 isn't a lot, honestly, in my opinion. But when I started out, I thought 1,000 was impossible. I wasn't even thinking of 1,000. I was focused on 100. Once I hit 100, I'm like, man, I kind of want to hit 500 now. And you know, I just went on from there. And honestly, once you start hitting those milestones, I mean, it gets sort of like addictive, and you keep wanting to doing it. So keep want to hit those milestones. So, you know, make a milestone, make a goal that's it's good. It's good for your channel, and then, you know, people will try to help you out, like, hey, maybe they'll tweet it out, hey, go help this guy get to 50 or whatever the case is. So make sure, you know, you have the right mindset, guys. And basically, this all, honestly, YouTube is half mental and half and like a little bit of luck, and just a half like knowing all the algorithms and the SEO, which is the search engine optimization. And, you know, I'll talk about that later, but, you know, it's pretty much personality, your mentality, and how you know, your perspective on it. So I mean, if you're gonna be in a bad mood in your videos, no one's gonna want to watch you. No one's gonna, you know, you can't be not energetic. I mean, you don't have to be energetic, you just have to be entertaining. I mean, if you're a funny guy and you like to be sarcastic and monotone, there's some people that are like that. There's some people that's funny as hell, that they just talk, you know, boring, but they're sarcastic and it's funny. But me, I like being energetic, I like projecting my voice. So if you want to do that, go ahead, I recommend it. A good thing, by the way, is to take advantage of your break/holiday. So when you're starting out, and you know, this is actually even better for once you're already started, like especially like for me and people that are, you know, around like 1,000 that are trying to really get noticed in the YouTube community, is that take advantage of break/holidays or new games. So let's say a new game comes out like on Christmas Day, right? Get that game, pre-order, do whatever you can to get it in your hands the day that it comes out, or even earlier if you can. Alright, now a good example is Advanced Warfare, even though I kind of failed on that. But a good example is that, because you pre-order it and you get it a day before the actual release date. So what you do, this is what you do. You get the game, whatever game it is. I'm going to use Advanced Warfare for example. You get the game. The day it comes out, you make a commentary about it, and you know, it doesn't have to be, oh, tips and tricks or whatever. It could just be a commentary, like it could even be gameplay. Just be like, oh, this is the gameplay, I went like 20-5 or whatever it is. Just showing people the game, because people are going to search up that game, especially if it's a big franchise like COD, or a big franchise like Destiny or Battlefield. And if a new like God, I can't even speak, I'm talking too fast, I'm sorry. But you know, if a new game is coming out for that series, you want to cover that. And I mean, this is a gaming tip video, so yeah, it's especially if it's a new game that you want to do, or if it's just a popular game that you want to start, you know, covering, then go get that game in your hands as soon as it comes out. So, you know, I would recommend looking at some games that are coming out 2015. If you're watching this video and you want to start a channel and you want to help it grow, look at some games in 2015, pick a couple, be like, alright, I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna just upload a bunch. And this is the only, like, sort of thing that I would allow people to like spam their videos is if there's a new thing out, if there's like a new game out. So like if there's a new COD out, I'll try to upload like a couple videos a day maybe, but just for like a couple days, and then I'll slow it down to maybe like once a day, and then like once a week, and eventually I just, you know, go back to my commentaries. But you know, it just helps people, it helps people find you, I mean, and, you know, people are going to be searching up that game. It's pretty much common sense. I mean, if you're going to be uploading a big game that's going to be coming out, and you upload it, not one of the first people, one of the first few hundred people are going to be searching that up. So obviously, you're going to do pretty well on those videos. So that's a great tip there. So take advantage of that, of the game. Take advantage of breaks and holidays. Summer is also a great time to grow. Another time, you know, any holidays, you got Easter or spring break, whatever you want to call it. You got Christmas break. Thanksgiving, whatever breaks you have. The weekends are also good, but you know, big breaks are usually the best, and summer is obviously known for, you know, the best time to start YouTube. So take advantage of that, and it's actually a good idea that I'm doing this video now, so that way if you're watching in the summer, or you know, you get ready for that summer grind, baby. Alright, so you know, you want to think of a name. So now I gave you all these little tips. Now you want to think of a name. I do have a separate video. I'll link it right now. Go check it out if you want to know how to like think of a name. And but just think of something unique, creative. It doesn't have to be Poisonous Avocado. Something that people will remember. Try to keep it under like 15 characters. You know, 15 letters long. Don't put any underscores or dashes or spaces or slashes, whatever. Okay, don't put any of those special characters. Make it just letters. Put some capital, you know, some capitalization in there. It makes it look better. You know, I put the P and the A because it looks, I don't know, it just makes it stand out better. And yeah, so you know, play around with your name a little bit. This is probably one of the hardest parts of starting your channel, is thinking of a name and just thinking of ideas, especially as a commentator. You know, I didn't think of this thing until I looked at my Twitch video. I'm like, hey, I could make a YouTube tip video as well. So it's always hard thinking of new ideas, and especially of original ideas. But you know, that's another thing I'm gonna get into in a second. So think of a name. Good luck. And just maybe combine, you know, what I say is like combine a couple of words. Sometimes it sounds cool if you like combine two words. I'm not talking about poisonous.com. I'm talking about like actually mashing a word together. Like, let's say you take like fries and then pizza together and you get like prize or something, or like fritza. I don't know. I don't mean that exactly, but you know, you mash a word together. Sometimes it sounds cool. You never know. Just experiment. And then again, you know, just make sure you know how many videos you're going to upload per week. Sort of like get a schedule. Honestly, making a schedule is the best thing. If you can start out your channel with a schedule and stick to that for like months, that will help you tremendously. I started a schedule and actually changed my schedule recently. Well, now my schedule, my schedule this week is a little weird. I'm uploading like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but it's going to change to probably Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday like I had it originally. So that's my schedule, if you guys are wondering. I upload 3 times a week, and you know, you want people to get that schedule in their head. Now, I used to have a time that I upload, like I said, it's like 6 p.m., but honestly, you don't really need to have a time. But I would recommend, actually, I didn't say this in my last recording, but a good time to upload is sort of, well, you need to find which time you want to upload. Now, when you're starting out your channel, this isn't really like something you can find, because you know, you might not have a lot of viewers, so you might not know what time to upload. But usually for me, what works, I'm telling you what works best for me, is in the evening from 6 to 8 p.m. Usually works the best. I didn't upload this video too early. I uploaded way too late than I should have. But you know, good time is, you know, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for me. But you know, it depends on the time zones, honestly, which people you're trying to target. You know, if you're trying to target the UK people or US or wherever you live. So you gotta figure that out. Watch some other videos. Some other people go more in depth in it. And actually, if you look at your analytics, and if you already have a couple hundred subs, this will be a little easier for you. You already have somewhat of a viewer base. Then you can look and see what days you get the best views and all that. And it can get really complicated. But if you really find the best days to upload, and the best days to upload obviously would be, you know, for me are Sundays and you know, Saturdays and stuff. And the weekend is basically, because you know, it makes sense. People have more time. So just find out which days and times is best for you, and that will help you once you got your channel started. Alright, so once you made the channel, you want to get GFX. Before you even upload any videos, you want to get your channel banner, your avatar, your thumbnails, or at least learn how to make thumbnails, or get someone to make you a thumbnail. But you want to get all that GFX done. Now you can find the GFX on Twitter or forums, or you know, you can, if you know a guy or something, you can learn it just by looking up tutorials on YouTube. So yeah, I'll tell you guys in a second where you can find some GFX. But you want to get attractive GFX. You want people to look at your channel and be like, wow, this person looks really professional. It looks really nice. Mine, the one that I have now, it's more of a clean look. I like clean looks. Sometimes I like it to look really cool and stuff, but I like more of a clean look. So I mean, it's totally up to you. I recommend buying GFX just because you can't really find good free GFX. You can find some, but it's kind of hard to find. And I'll tell you right now, actually, a good place to find are forums and Twitter. So, you could search up GFX artists. It's really easy to find. There's a bunch of them out there. But you can find some good GFX artists, or maybe you can go to a YouTuber, or a friend, and I'm pretty sure if you made some friends in the YouTube community, or you can go on someone's channel and maybe see who made their banner or ask them or whatever. So there's always ways to find GFX designers, and it's not too bad. But I would recommend anything under $10 is a reasonable price. Honestly, if it's like $20, unless he made freaking PewDiePie's banner or like some bigger YouTuber's banner, it's not worth it. I got him really good banners for $10 or under. Like the banner that I got now was $10. So I mean, you can find some good cheap banners, and you can find some good free ones. It's just a little harder, but use forums, and I'll link some forums down below to promote your videos as well as find stuff. And yeah, the links, but there's gonna be a bunch of links down below. So yeah. All right, another thing, guys, that I'm pretty sure I said this. I don't know if I did, but it's not about the money. Okay, you're going into this, you're not gonna make jack. Okay, you're not gonna make any money. I don't make any money. I make pocket money. Okay, you're not gonna make any money until you're at maybe 10,000 plus. You get a couple $100, maybe 100 to 200, and then 50k plus. Then you start getting a little bit, but you don't need money unless, I could understand if you you need to pay the bills or whatever the reason is, but still, you shouldn't do that, because people can tell if you're being a money whore or if you're advertising a lot and putting a lot of ads on your videos. And I watch a lot of tip videos, and some people actually put ads on their videos. I don't, in the middle of the video. I don't put ads in the middle of my videos. I'm pretty sure that if you're watching this up to this point right now, you haven't gotten an ad, and most people don't, but some people do. And I'm not about that. I really don't care. I'm 15. I'm not gonna really use anything, as much as I'd love to have 100 free bucks or whatever, but it's just you don't really need it. It's not necessary. And if you really do need money that badly, honestly, YouTube isn't for you. It's a hobby, guys. Alright, it turns into a job. If you get somewhat quote-unquote YouTube famous, then you can start living off of it. And yes, that's a dream that we'd all like to have, but that's not really reality at this point in time when you're starting your channel. So don't think of it. It's just gonna give you the wrong mindset, and you're just gonna get discouraged, and it's just a bad thing to think of. So just you're not gonna make that much money starting off. Probably a couple dollars once you're at a couple hundred subs. So don't think of that. Alright, so now I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about equipment, but like I said, I'm going to be uploading a video next week about the best gaming equipment, or the best equipment, yeah, gaming YouTube equipment, basically, just because I have a lot of stuff written down here, but if I said it, it would take me over an hour, literally, to explain, because, that's the last recording that I did. But, some good equipment. Obviously, you're going to need a PC, but a PC, if you're doing gaming, if you're doing PC games and you're recording them, you're going to need a decent PC, depending on what games you want to record, because recording is sort of stressful on your computer. Alright, so some recorders take a little more of your CPU than others, but overall it's not that bad. But in general, if you're a PC gamer and you're recording for YouTube, you want to have a pretty solid PC if you're going to be playing a lot of games on there, and that just goes for anyone. But if you're a console gamer, you don't really need a heavy PC for editing and stuff, because you're just basically plugging in your capture card to your USB port or whatever, and then you just transfer the videos over and edit it. So a decent laptop, a decent PC, anything you can afford. But a decent office PC could work. I've been using that for a while, and I just recently got my game PC a couple months ago. So gaming PCs do help, but not everyone has the money. I understand that. You probably get a good gaming PC for $500 to $1,000 around there. That's actually pretty cheap. So yeah. Another thing is obviously a mic. So a mic, I'm gonna throw out a couple names here. I'm gonna say the Blue Snowball, and I'm going to say the Blue Yeti and AT2020. So I said that really weird, I'm sorry. But the Blue Snowball is a really cheap mic. It's $50 to $70, depending on, it's $50 like the regular, and then it goes up to $70 if you get different colors and platinum and all that crap. But it's a really good mic. It's cheap. It's made by Blue. They make great microphones. They make the Blue Nessie, the Blue Spark, Blue Yeti, Blue Snowflake. They make all these stuff, and they have very good quality microphones. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of them before. I'm using the Blue Yeti right now. If you like how it sounds, go ahead and pick one up. It's around $130 at the moment, and yeah, you can find them for cheaper online, and yeah, these are actually online prices, so you can find them online for cheap, and obviously if you get them used, they're going to be a little cheaper. The AT2020 is also a great mic that I would get, but I actually want to get the AT2035, which is an upgrade of that. But the AT2020 is a great mic. You've probably seen streamers use it. A lot of streamers use this mic. It's really nice. It's a condenser mic, and you know, it's just really clean, honestly, and it's made just for commentaries. That's what a condenser mic is. It only captures the front of the mic, really focuses on that portion of where the audio is coming from. So that's good. The Blue Yeti is also great. It has a mute button, a headphone jack, and different options, like 4 different options on the back. I love it. I've been using it for a year now, and that's pretty much it on mics. And you know, you'll pick one that you want. But again, I'm gonna make an in-depth video on equipment, capture cards, recording port, all that stuff. And so yeah, other than that, you want to get a pop filter maybe, or a mic arm. That's just some additional stuff. Pop filter, I would recommend it. It's cheap, honestly, guys. It's under 20, like $10 to $20. You can get a nice pop filter, and basically it's just a little thing. It's a little like film, and if you don't have money, just put a sock over your mic. It's honestly just like a thin film of fabric. It's like a thin fabric that goes over your mic. That way, you know, when you say P's or D's or T's, it doesn't really sound, you know, if I say pop, you won't really, like, it won't spike and it won't hurt your eardrums when I say it. So I have a pop filter right now. It's good. Mic arm, I also have one, and that's it for mics. Alright, so I'm gonna go really quick into the recording. Now, you know, I'm gonna say a couple capture cards. We got the Elgato, the AverMedia, and the Hauppauge. Alright, and then I guess the Roxio and the Blackmagic. But Elgato, it's $140. You guys can pick one up. The regular Elgato, and then there's the HD60, which records up to 60 FPS, 1080p. That's $170. These are both great. I have the regular Elgato. I don't know if I'm going to upgrade to the HD60. In my opinion, they're not really that much different. If you want to, you know, if you want to go for a good, nice capture card, honestly, I love the Elgato. It's so easy to use, and the best feature about the Elgato, I'd say, is in the program. You can actually go back. So all you have to do is open the software up, play like COD or something, and if you get a good, like, I don't know, if you hit a trick shot or something, you can go back in time and then record it. So it's sort of like history or theater mode almost. And yeah, and the HD60 is good as well. AverMedia Game Capture HD2 is $160. It's a great AverMedia is also great for, they also make great streaming capture cards. And but yeah, you want to get the Game Capture HD2. It's made specifically just for recording, and it has integrated like YouTube upload and stuff. And you know, all these things come with their own recording programs and editors and stuff. So AverMedia is great as well. The Hauppauge HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition. I'm sure you guys have heard of this. It's $160. It looks like a cool green little box, or a green line in the middle of a little box. And it's also great. I used the old Hauppauge, and it was alright. The Elgato was better than the old Hauppauge. I don't know how good the new HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition is, but the HD PVR Gaming Edition and Elgato, I'd say, were like the top two, and AverMedia is a close second. So yeah, then there's the Blackmagic Intensity Pro. That's $200 plus. It's a little pricey, but it's really high quality, honestly. I looked at it, and a lot of bigger YouTubers use this, or some big YouTubers use this, and it's just really high quality because it goes directly into your computer, I believe. So you know, it's a lot stronger and more powerful capture card. And then we got the Roxio Game Capture HD Pro, which is $120. Now make sure you don't get the regular Roxio Game Capture, because that only records in 480p. But you know, I was looking it up, and I'm like, you know what, Roxio, they were pretty good back in the day. Everyone used to have a Roxio or a Dazzle, but nowadays it's all about HD. You want that HD content, that HD audio. So you know, it's $120. It's pretty cheap. It's the cheapest one out of here. But if I were you, I'd go for either the Elgato, the Gaming Edition, or maybe the Roxio. So those are capture cards. And now if you're a PC gamer, you know, you're gonna need recording programs. So let's get into that. Well, my bad. Audacity is also, you know, if you're a commentator, you know, either on the PC or on the console, you're gonna need Audacity. It's a great, I'm recording with it now. I think it's one of the best audio recording software out there. It records your audio perfectly. You can adjust it, add bass and treble. Noise removal is the main thing about this. And you know, if you have a decent mic but you have a lot of noise in the background or a loud fan, all you gotta do is like record a couple seconds at the end, highlight it, and then like sort of like copy it or something, and then you click noise removal, and it removes that white noise throughout the whole video. So wherever it hears it, removes it. So it's pretty cool. good editing software, but it's just to record really, not to edit. And then we got Fraps. I'm sure you heard of it. It's good to record. But the only downside is it has large files and it has a pretty decent stress on your CPU, so I wouldn't really recommend it, but it's good, it's easy to use, it's $37, you want to buy the license. There's a free version, but it's pretty poopy. I mean, you can only record 30 seconds of Fraps, and there's a watermark. Now there's Bandicam, that's $40, and but you can also use it free, but it has a watermark, and you can only record up to 10 minutes of a gameplay or whatever, or screen capture. And then there's OBS, which I think is the best out of all of these. OBS is obviously, it's a open broadcaster software. Is that what? Yeah, open broadcaster software, that's what it stands for. And it's mainly known as, you guys know, for streaming and stuff, but you can record. And the good thing about it is that, you can add a webcam easily, you can add overlay, because since it's made for streaming, all you gotta do, if you're a streamer already, you just switch to file output mode or whatever, and you click start recording, and it records in sync with your webcam and the gameplay. So it's really easy to use, and it's really easy to capture your game. Then we got NVIDIA Shadowplay. It's something I use when I record my PC games. It's just something that you can use to record. It comes with NVIDIA GTX 650s and above, I believe. And you can, if you're an AMD user, you have an AMD graphics card, there's also a program like this, I don't know what it's called, that can record straight from your graphics card, which is really good. And then there's dxtory, which is another screen capturing program, which is really good, but it's a little complicated, so make sure you know how to use it or watch some tutorials. And that's $32, but it's also free. Alright, so I'm not gonna go really in depth into the webcam editing programs, because editing programs, I'm just gonna say you can use Adobe Premiere Pro, Camtasia Studio 8, Sony Vegas Pro 13, and that's pretty much it. As far as making thumbnails and stuff, Photoshop, I highly recommend it. You can pay for it monthly. You can pay for Adobe Premiere Pro monthly as well. And Camtasia Studio and Sony Vegas, you can find your own means of downloading that, because Camtasia is $300 plus, and that's what I use right now. And Sony Vegas Pro 13 is $400 and up. So it's really expensive, but if you want to get it, you can get it. And then you can use the default editing programs like iMovie and Movie Maker, but I wouldn't really recommend it, just because it's just not really that, you're not going to do much with your video if you're editing in those programs. But it's free, and it comes with your PC. So but yeah, I'd recommend getting Adobe Premiere Pro. It's $20 a month, and it's not that bad. And then getting Photoshop, that's like the basic editing programs right there for you. And again, I'm gonna make an equipment and all this in-depth video of it later on next Friday. So now I'm going to talk about webcams. You can get a webcam. Right now I'm using the Logitech C270, which goes for about $25, or about like $35 when I bought it last year. But it's a really good webcam. It's 720p HD. The upgrade of this one is the Logitech C290, which goes for about $75. This is one of the most used webcams for YouTube and Twitch, and it's a really good. It records in 1080p, and I heard the audio is really good. And usually you shouldn't really rely on webcam for audio, but if you're doing like a face cam video or whatever, it's sort of easier to record audio with your webcam. So those are two good ones, and there's some more, but I'm not gonna say those. So Logitech makes some good webcams. So yeah. Alright, so now that you got the the equipment down, that was a little long, making your video, you want to go into the title, tags, and description. I'm going to talk about that right now. So the title, you want to make something that's obviously relevant to your video. Don't make something that's like Katy Perry's tits, OMG, they're so huge, and in the title, and then you have a Minecraft Let's Play. No, okay, that's not going to work. Put whatever it's relevant, if I'm making a how to grow / start your YouTube channel, I'm gonna put in the title how to start / grow your YouTube channel, your YouTube gaming channel 2015. That's what people are gonna search for, and that's what I'm gonna do. Now in the description, you're gonna want to put a brief description of what you put, and try to include your title in there somewhere while you're making a brief description in it. And try to put some keywords, like if I'm going to be like, hey, this is how to grow your gaming channel in 2015. So, if you want to grow your gaming channel, and I'll keep putting gaming channel in there so that when people search up how to grow your gaming channel, it'll pop up because of my description, because of my title, and my tags. Now going on to tags, you're going to want to put, keywords. You put your title, and I recommend, especially if it's an informational video, whatever type of video you're doing, copy and paste your title, like I'd say 3 times in your description, because that also helps. And yeah, then when you go into the tags, you can also paste your title and put, you know, keywords that are relevant, you know, gaming channel 2015 or Minecraft Let's Play or Hunger Games or whatever you're doing. Just put a couple like keywords and try to fill up the tag box as much as you can, so you can't think anymore. And yeah, another thing is, I forgot to say this during the GFX, you might want to get an outro and an intro. Basically this just helps people, you know, lures people in. Your intro, make sure it's under 10 seconds, and I believe it's like 6 it's like 6 seconds, and you know, it makes you trying to look a little bit more professional. It's not required at all. An intro isn't required. What I would say is required is an outro, and you know, you can both buy these for, again, under $10. And an outro, you know, is really good because it makes people keep watching your videos, and it reminds people that, hey, you have a Twitter or a Facebook, or hey, subscribe or like the video, or go check out these 2 other videos. So that's what I have at the end of this video. You'll see, if you get to it, then that's awesome. And yeah, so an outro is very good. And also, make sure you credit your music, guys. I can't stress that enough. Remember to credit your music. Don't use Katy Perry or Justin Bieber. You're not gonna use Justin Bieber. Don't even try that. But you know, don't use mainstream music, because they have a record label behind them. They have a copyright, so you will get your video taken down. YouTube would take it down in like faster than you could say butternut my butt. But anyways, so you know, you can find some good free music channels, and I might make an in-depth video about that. I probably will, but I'll link some channels down below. There's No Copyright Sounds, Top Maz, Red Hook Noodles, Super Beats, and then there's some websites you can get off of there too, so I'll link that in the description, but I'll probably make a more in-depth video about it. Another thing about, once you uploaded your video, respond to all your comments. You are not a big YouTuber, at least not yet. I am not a big YouTuber. I respond to all my comments unless it's not really necessary. But if you're especially getting less than 5 comments a video, you should respond to all of them. Unless you have like 10,000 subscribers plus and you're getting like 100 comments, then I could see how you can't respond to every single one of them. But, you know, try to respond to as many as you can. You don't have that many, so make those people feel special. Make sure that they know that you are there and that you're active. Be interactive with your subscribers. That's another big thing. People want to be interactive. Maybe do like I do a little Q&A series every Sunday, and you know, people ask me questions and I answer them. That's a great way for people to know more about you and, you know who you are, and you know, it's a great way to like interact more with your viewers, and you sort of get a bond with them, and that's a good thing to do. You know, you want them to support you no matter what, so that's a good thing to do, and just be interactive with them. Alright, moving on to the last few points here. Moving on to promotion. So you know, once you finished your video, you're going to want to share, and I actually forgot to mention this in the beginning. Make sure you have social media. You have a Twitter, a Facebook, Google+, whatever you want to use. I recommend Twitter. I only use Twitter really, and yeah, so you know, you want to advertise to Twitter once you upload your video. Share to Twitter, share to Facebook groups is a great thing. You can find some groups. You know, I'm sure you guys know what Facebook groups are. If you don't, they're basically like little communities with a bunch of people in them, and you can submit your video, or you know, you can find a YouTube group, or you can find maybe like a COD group or a Minecraft, whatever game you upload group, and see if you can upload or post your videos on there. Maybe some people will like it and they'll be like, hey, this guy's pretty cool. So that will help. Also, forums are great to start out. I used to do this when I was at a couple hundred subs. You go on forums, and you know, you can find YouTube forums. I'll post some down below. You know, it's YT Talk, the Tech Game, 7 Sins, a bunch of. And I recommend sort of smaller forums is the best. You know, that have a couple thousand members, because you can find you can find great other YouTubers to collaborate with, and make sure they're YouTube or gaming forums, and then you just post, you know, under the YouTube section. Most of them will have a YouTube section, or post under what game that you are uploading, and see if they allow it first, and then you can upload it and or post on there. But I don't just spam your videos on the forum, because no one's gonna watch it. Try to give yourself a reputation on the forum and let people know who you are, so that way when you upload a video, yeah, you know, this guy's pretty cool. I saw him before. Let me check it out. Now, some don'ts of promotion are sub for sub, like for like, and you know, view botting, buying views, refreshing your views. Don't message people, don't spam people, don't comment on other people, and don't ask for shout outs. Now, I can go in depth with each of these things, but all you need to know, guys, is that all of this is going to, 1, waste your time, 2, waste other people's time, and actually not really, because they're just gonna ignore you. And 3, it's not gonna get you anywhere, guys. You're wasting your time. It's not gonna get you anywhere. Sub for sub is just gonna create an active. So is getting free likes, group chats on Skype. If you spam your videos to all your Skype contacts or on a group chat on Skype, it's no one's gonna care. All they're doing is liking your video or subscribing to you just so you can like them back. It's basically sub for sub, but for likes and comments, and that's not what you want to do. Don't buy views. That's such a waste of money. Instead of buying views, how about buy an advertisement for one of your videos? How about make a channel trailer and then put $10-$20 on it down instead of buying some view bot? Put actual money into it. You can advertise. This is one of the tips that I recommend, and it's what I'm going to do for this video, and I only do them for my most popular tip videos. So if you have a couple popular videos or a video that you want to get seen and you think it deserves a little more recognition, click the little arrow on your video manager, like next to the video. It'll say edit, and then there'll be a little drop down arrow. You click promote and you start a campaign. You put down $10. It'll run for a week and it'll advertise it every day and throughout the day, and you can get a couple thousand views on that video. And once it gets over the 1,000 view hump, then it starts to pick up on its own. If you did what I said and put the right tags and everything, it should start to take off on its own. So do that. That's a good substitute for it. I recommend that. Don't do it to all your videos though, unless you have like mad money, but that's also not the way to go. Too much of one thing is also bad for you as well, so don't advertise every single video and put $10. I mean, that's a waste of money, 1, and 2, I mean, it's just, I don't know, I sort of see it as like fake stats, but it's good to do it on like, your popular videos just to bump them up and get them out there and, help your channel out. Some good things to do are do dual commentaries with people around your size. If you have 100 subs, try to do commentaries with people either 100 subs, maybe if you want, you can do people with 50 subs. But try to keep it around your size. I say 1 to 500 subs. If you get lucky, I don't know, maybe you can do one with someone that has 1,000 or something. But don't ask other people for shoutouts. Alright, that's another thing. Bigger people or anyone doesn't like being asked for a shoutout unless I don't know. Don't do shoutout. I mean, you can do shoutout for shoutout. That's not really unlegit, but I don't do it personally. I'm not about that. I don't give shoutouts a lot just because I don't like spamming my viewers with random people that they don't know, unless the person really deserves it. Then I'll give them a shout out, like if it's my friend or something, or if it's someone that made awesome GFX for me or something like that. But I don't tend to give too many shout outs freely because people are just gonna ask you for shout outs. But dual commentaries are always good. Obviously, Twitter, forums, community channels are a great thing. Basically what a community channel is, you just upload to the community channel as if it's like you submit a video. And I actually started a community channel. If you guys want to go check it out, it is called Guac Army. Go submit to it. I'll put a link right on the screen to go check out the channel, go subscribe, and join. You can become a director, or you can just submit a video. And it just started, and it's already at 51 subs, so go check it out. It's probably at more now by the time you're watching this. But go check it out. Link will be in the description and on the screen right now. That's my own community channel that I just started. And look for some bigger ones. Try to upload to a couple community channels. And if you get on one that has like a couple thousand subs, that's really going to boost you like 20, 50 subs maybe even more if you get really lucky and you get, on a community channel. And another thing that's related to this, you can maybe try to get on someone's series. Now, some bigger YouTubers that have a couple thousand or maybe like 50,000, like my boy Nick's Games, he does a subscriber Saturday series where he uploads one of his subscribers' videos that submits a video about their channel every Saturday. And some people have stuff like that called like Shoutout Sunday or something. So just search it up on YouTube and you can find. I used to enter like 20 of these, and I got into a couple over time, and it was just a lot of work, so I just stopped. But you can enter in a lot of these, and sometimes you only have to comment on the video and then they'll pick you and shout you out. But usually the best ones is where you have to make a video about it, and those do the best. So you can find a bigger YouTuber that does a promotion series like that. I don't do that just because I don't really like doing that, but it does help you, so try to look for that. And other than that, you can get your friends to share. Try to get your friends to help you. If you have some friends in school that like what you're doing, maybe tell them to like your video or comment. Now that's different from asking random people over the internet on Skype. Right? If it's your actual friends, they're actually going to give you constructive criticism, maybe, unless they're dicks. And I know that sometimes that's the case. Your friends are just you just started out like, he's making a YouTube channel, his videos suck. But if they like it and they want to help you, then you can tell them to share the video or do whatever they can to help. And other than that, you can do new games and new topics. This is the last point and the biggest point, okay? New games. When a new game comes out, you want to get on top of that. Get a new game. Did I already say this? I don't even know if I did. But if there's a new game, try to get that as fast as possible and upload when it comes out, as well as new topics. If there's something that big goes like in the gaming industry, like I don't know, Microsoft buys Mojang, like that happened a couple months ago or whatever, do a video right when you get that news. As soon as you get that news, or try to get it within a day that news comes out or that game comes out, upload it and just keep uploading stuff about that game and or that topic. So that's going to help you a lot, because it's something that people are going to be searching for, something big that has happened that everyone's going to want to know about, and they're going to search it up. And then even though hundreds of other people are doing it, if you do it as fast as you can, you're still going to do pretty well in that video if did all the tag stuff like I told you. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to be making a partnership video as well, all the networks that you want to partner with, which you should and shouldn't do, but you shouldn't really think about partnerships right now, guys, if you're starting a channel. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm sorry it was so long. I was trying to speed it up. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to stay tuned for my two or three other videos. I'm gonna make an equipment video, other channel video, and I might make some music channel video, like where to get free music. So stay tuned for that. Every Friday I'll upload one of these, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Drop a like. This will help me a lot. Help me. What I just said to you guys will also help me. So if you guys want to support me, go ahead, drop a like, comment down what you think, and if you stay till the very end, comment down bananas are actually green, and I'll know that you guys stay till the end, and I'll subscribe to you. How about that? If you stay till the end, comment down bananas are green, and I'll subscribe to you, because you guys are awesome for staying for the end of 41 minutes. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.